Trigger, Count, we've received official confirmation about what we're supposed to do with you. The company commander has made it clear he'd like you both to officially join our squadron. This is an unprecedented move. Seems like you've got some people looking out for you. Still, I think it's because of how you've conducted yourselves. I believe you'll be an asset to us. Okay, it's time for your briefing. For a long time, our counteroffensive has been overpowered by the Erusian drone's auto-intercept system. If a craft enters their airspace and doesn't respond to their IFF, drones automatically take off and move to intercept their target. However, we've discovered that the intercept system has a blind spot. We've acquired this valuable information by sending our other squadrons on dangerous missions to scout the whole area and initiate combat. Of all the pilots assigned to us, only 2 managed to survive the mission. If we don't act now, before the enemy can fill in the blind spot, those pilots will have sacrificed themselves for nothing. So, we've been ordered to carry out a long-range strategic strike. Operating separately from the main forces as the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group, we've been developing a strategy in secret. Cyclops Squadron and Strider Squadron will sortie deep into the Erusian territory and will be carrying out specialized long-range attack strategies. You will carve your way through the territory from the north to the capital of Farbanti, attacking important targets along the way. The first operation will involve striking the enemy's main naval force, the Njord Fleet, which is gathered in northern Yuzhou. We've known for some time that there's a large supply base utilized by the enemy fleet in the waters around Snyder's Top. At present, the enemy fleet is concentrated there. Naturally, they intend to attack eastern Yuzhou, where the Ostian forces are stationed. If we can surprise the enemy with a long-range attack, we could potentially do devastating damage to them. Still, it's highly likely that their advanced fleet are prepared and have started to move, so combat with the enemy fleet is probably unavoidable. We've verified the existence of a large supply base in the sea, as well as a medium-sized one in a valley by an estuary. It's a wide operation area, and there are a number of places you can expect large-scale combat, so we've set up a return line for replenishing supplies. Use it proactively. Anytime you feel the need to stock up on ammo or make repairs to your craft, it's there. While aircraft and ammo can be replaced, the lives of our pilots cannot. We don't want any casualties out there. Remember that. The counterattack has begun. Brace yourselves.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. Sortie ASAP.
Your first mission is to refuel midair. I'll provide you with instructions, so follow my lead. 1 mile to tanker. Bank right. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Mile to tanker. 500 yards. You may approach the refueling tanker. That's some nice flying, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Trigger, the call sign is Strider 1. You will be leading Strider Squadron. Count, you'll be Cyclops 2. You'll be under Cyclops 1.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food? Trigger, how come you're number 1 and I'm stuck as number 2? Oh well, I guess I can let it slide for now.
And we're just supposed to follow you? I heard you're spectacular, Captain. At least with your last squadron.
I don't want you slowing us down out there.
Strider 1, head back to the return line if you need repairs or fuel. Aircrafts need to eat too in order to be effective. We have visual confirmation of the enemy fleet. You're cleared to engage.
We'll go. Let's go.
Enemy Aegis vessel intercepting incoming missiles with their Sea-Wiz. Counteract Sea-Wiz with a lower approach. These missiles outside intercept range.
All ships, prepare for anti-air combat. Squad any dumbass that flies near our fleet.
They're already firing. They think they can hit us.
Make a low approach or dive to avoid their fire when you move in.
Hold defensive formation.
Destroyer sunk. Clear the rest.
Has a lock.
There's extensive flooding in critical locations. We can't keep up.
I think we've sunk most of the enemy fleet, but I can't tell because of all the smoke.
Cyclops 2, stay sharp. Half of the enemies are still around. Work by the numbers, Cal.
Locked on. Go down.
No enemy bases are close enough to strike our supply line. Far away, like a flock of snowbirds.
Enemy aircraft is launched. Engage it.
Picking up.
Strider 1, mark on target.
Target destroyed.
Yours has heavy damage. Catapults are no longer working.
We'll go down.
We have to retreat.
Nice job out there. I guess the rumors we heard about you were true.
You're mine.
Aegis vessel Fred are sunk.
Enemy's got a lock.
We've lost 80% of our fleet. We can't do any more. Prepare to lifeboat.
Should have had a strategic advantage. Just who are these guys?
Cyclops 2, stop fluttering about. Stay glued to my ass.
Stop treating me like a newborn chick. I've shut down my fair share of enemies.
Chirp, little chick. Just stick with your mother head and we'll get back to the roost safe and sound. Target locked.
Take care of the enemy approaching low.
Made it. Cyclops 1, Fox 2.
We can't hold out. Get the lifeboats.
They have a lock on me.
Scothy has been sunk. Well done.
Trigger, what are the marks on your plane? 3 lines. Scratches?
I don't like them. They're like sin lines.
Just hose.
Nothing.
Enemy fleet has been neutralized. You guys just down some serious firepower.
It was a piece of cake.
Missile.
It's nice to have some fresh talent we can count on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We're approaching the Marine platform.
Get those planes off the runway! We have to send up fighters now!
Missile away.
All right, scramble!
Enemy fighters have just taken off from the platform. Eliminate those fighters with extreme prejudice before they can threaten the mission.
Real good. We'll swat those flies down into the drink. Bandit has a lock on me.
He dodged it. Gotcha, pal.
Breaking out of lock!
We're supposed to smash up that whole thing?
That'd be a tall order. Just destroy the boats, aircraft, and AA weaponry.
Nah, let's do what the chick said. Oh, Roger. Fox 2. Bullseye. Target has been destroyed.
Impressive.
Mass Dapper destroyed.
Seal it off!
I went for the structural reinforcements. They're small, but not impossible to hit.
I've sent the data. Make like Wiseman and serve up a sandwich.
Righto. Copy. Roger.
Loss of the platform was not anticipated. Without this base, we'll have to rethink our whole strategy.
It looks like we've taken out a third of enemy fighters, and it's mostly thanks to Strider 1.
I'm cornered.
Use eyes peeled, Trigger. You never know when that experimental squadron might show up.
He knows that better than anyone. He's one of the few with the skills to face Mr. Rex and Linda Tail.
Enemies
Ain't funny.
Can't see him!
Locked on. Go down.
Ammunition 0. Missile.
Come on, dodge that missile.
Missile. Missile.
Breaking out of lock!
Missile.
Attacking from behind my target.
Missile.
Lacing up! Losing maneuverability!
Missile.
Bandit in my sights.
Fox 2.
Fox 2.
They're after me. I need cover.
Missile.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Friendly dome.
Missile.
Cyclops 2. Break. Break.
Escaping lock. Breaking away. Missile inbound. Evade!
Cyclops 4. Enemy attacking from behind. Locked on. One of the new recruits talks a lot. Swears a lot, too. That girl swears more than me.
Not just the swearing either. She's got quick fists, too.
I thought you'd say that. Now I'm iced up. Wonderful.
Fox 2. Bandit acquired. Firing.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Strider 1, break.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Missile.
Breaking away. Missile closing on me.
Missile. Missile.
On my target's tail.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
They're after me. I need cover.
Missile. Missile.
Breaking to escape lock.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Damn. Why can't
attacking.
Missile.
Bandit acquired.
Missile.
Firing.
Missile. Missile.
They have a lock on me.
Missile.
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile.
They evaded. Continuing attack. Missile! I have to evade! Breaking out of lock.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile.
Cyclops 2, Fox 2. He dodged it.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Let me slide in on that dam.
Breaking. Can't get away from this lock.
Missile.
My plane is icing up.
Missile.
Strider 2, evade that missile.
Bandit has a lock on me. Enemy is locked on. Break away.
Missile.
Strider 1, enemy on your tail.
Missile.
My target's tail.
5 minutes remaining.
Locked on.
They have me spiked. Bandit sighted. Ally shut down.
Missile. Missile.
Catch him, pal.
Strider 1, target destroyed. We put quite a dent in their naval power. The results are better than expected.
We still have more time. Don't let up. Knock them down for good.
Come on, that's enough, right? Let's get out of here.
One more, we'll wipe them all out.
Give me a break.
Trigger's one of the pilots who's been up against the demon in that experimental squadron. Chased him off solo, too, since Ford ran off. I was there myself. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for Trigger. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been there too.
If you were one of those escorts that flew off, you should watch your back.
For resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear? Teaching our hatchling how to fly? Hey, knock that off, would you? Okay, I've got a story for you. It's about a great warrior. There was once an illusion ace known as the King of the Skies. Every pilot he faced in training said pretty much the same thing. Scary. They knew the true fear that an animal feels when it is being hunted by a predator. What about people who face him in an actual dogfight? No pilot came back alive. I'm not sure I buy that.
3 minutes remaining.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Missile.
Say goodbye.
Strider 1, enemy ship sunk. Target is in machine gun range.
Middle in the fight.
platform.
Damn it! They caught us getting ready to deploy. Hurry it up!
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired. 2 minutes remaining.
Stop! Any more damage to the base! Overwhelm them with our superior numbers!
Missile.
Missile! I have to evade!
Missile. Missile.
Locked on, you're mine.
Bandit in my sight! Locked on!
Anti-ship missile fired.
Special delivery! They took a bite out of me. Break it! Hostile has a lock.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3!
1 minute remaining. Fox 2.
Strider 1 has destroyed the target. Breaking out of lock. We got a lock. Our fighter squadron is down to force pursuit. Down with 2 enemies. Enemy got away. Clear for emergency launch. Tugboats separated.
3
Speed
seconds
ahead.
remaining.
Evading missiles. Shut down, Lewis.
That looks like the last of them. Time to finish the rest of the job.
Strider 1. Target acquired.
It looks like a ship is trying to escape from the lower level.
Missile.
Looks like we caught him by surprise.
Sunk.
Missile.
Enemy's got a lock.
Locked on.
Attention all aircraft. Operation complete. The enemy won't recover from this one. You did great out there. I think tonight's the night we finally open that bottle.
I think I understand the new boss's style.
Our other newcomer is a unique character. The old squad was bad, and I guess it's no different here. I could really perform, if only I had some partners I could trust.
No need to worry. I got your back. Relax and do your thing.
Give me a break.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment...
The mission was a success. You did more to hobble the enemy's sea power than we first expected. Outstanding work. This should free up our allies who have been bogged down on the East Coast. In addition, this success allows us to finally move on and initiate the operation to shoot down the Arsenal bird. We have a long road ahead of us. Get some rest while you can. Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn Arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the Arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the independent state Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Osean army continued the repairs in secret, and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, we'll be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusian forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Missile.
Vector 6, enemy tank clear ahead. Located an enemy tank. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Venue 6, request for air support confirmed. Help is on the way.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all, you got it? This should be easy. Go on your paycheck.
Strider 1, enemy is locked on!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit acquired.
Missile.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
We've lost half our forces. I've had it up to here with those damn enemy aircraft.
The main comm! We must destroy Stonehenge!
Powering main system. Code boost. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. We just need one shot.
Surprised it's still around.
This is Mid-Here 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back.
Clear all threats.
One shot from Stonehenge. Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive the bomb run. You have to stop them.
This is Mid-Here 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. Alright guys, this time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something.
Missile.
We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow, 10% is red.
Well, it has been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few glitches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Parker! Allied aircraft, don't worry about us! Take out those bombers! This is Mid-Here 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Mid-Here 7 is hot. Let's go give him some help.
Wiping out the enemy forces. Stonehenge.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Hostile bomber destroyed. Nice work. Keep Stonehenge safe for us.
That fighter up there is chasing down his prey like a hungry velvet.
Strider Squadron, you get lost. Head towards Trigger.
Power level is at 40%. 42%. Come on, damn it!
Missile.
Come on, baby. You push. We need you.
Missile. Missile.
Mid-Here 7 here. Enemy aircraft approaching. We're gonna clean this place out. We don't get air support, we're dead.
Kick it into overdrive. Your only focus should be Stonehenge.
Keep your eyes glued to the ground. Destroy those closest to our allies first. All enemies attacking Mid-Here 5 have been eliminated. Good job.
advancing towards Menhir 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Let's take out the enemy while our friends are still on their feet.
I'll take him out.
Strider 1, locked on target. The enemy isn't letting up. There's just no end in sight.
Lieutenant, bandit on your tail.
Menhir 7, enemy reinforcements. They're attacking in waves.
Target hit.
We're gonna crack him in half. They'll never want to fight again with Winter.
Oh, baby, we're saved! Whoever is flying the plane with 3 lines, I'm buying you a beer later.
Ammunition zeros.
Bandit has fired a missile at me. Can't afford to let Stonehenge fall. So we're really counting on that air support.
There's some green ones out there. The enemy is coming for them.
More bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150.
The enemy's going all out, too.
They're attacking in
Railgun
waves.
power supply is... Damn it. Numbers aren't going up.
Bypassing the auxiliary condenser.
Come on, damn it!
They ain't weaponry on the ground as well. Keep your eyes open. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Take out all bombers.
How much longer is this
I
going
got
to keep
scars.
going? They're going to overwhelm us.
This is Menhir 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take it to them.
It's like goddamn whack-a-mole out here. I'm already exhausted.
Put your teeth and fly. The fate of the whole war depends on this mission.
Missile hit. There's gotta be a cap on their numbers. We just have to hold on until the railgun fires.
We can see the smoke from here. Get those bombers.
Yeah, and single-handedly.
The bird with the 3 lines. It's gotta be him.
Missile.
Strider 1, warning, missile!
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
It's time to bomb Stonehenge. Back to the Stone Age.
Zip it! Go back to school after this operation is over.
This is Menhir 6. We're taking heavy losses. I repeat, we need air support ASAP. Any chance for that air support?
Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target acquired.
Pull up.
Looks like the enemy has even more firepower. We must hold the front line.
Missile.
Missile!
Missile.
Missile!
Missile. Missile.
This is Glitzer. Mission accomplished. Looks like I needed a sign. That damn Lucy army. Which they have destroyed some civilians as their sneak attacks. I've had to take them out.
What the hell? You're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up.
More guests. Bombers and their escorts. Bearing 170.
Shit. I'm gonna go smack them dead with those boys low are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose?
Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Let's wait till 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger. This is Menhir 6. That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I need my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry, I needed to have breathed it myself. I'll just be stitching on my lost limbs. Should be back before lunch.
What did you say?
More bombers approaching.
Move it!
Intercept them now.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing? Not bad, not bad.
I knew wave attacks were a thing, but I didn't think they'd be this effective. They just keep coming.
Stonehenge is taking fire. Remember, the mission relies on this place staying pristine.
The enemy's getting desperate. This operation is every bit as important to them as it is to us. Hostile bomber destroyed.
I never thought I'd see numbers like this. Guess that's how you know it's important. Looks like we're helping shape history here.
Abandoned fire. This is Salamander 2. I have a lock. They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
They're running around like headless chickens. Why don't we put them out of their misery?
Missile.
Dodged.
Missile.
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest, and Helo-borne assault from the northeast. They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them.
This one's all mine.
Let's split up. Take whichever way you like.
We successfully defended City 7. Good work, everyone.
Missile.
It's the LRSSG.
Missile.
Without them, we probably would have been the ones in trouble.
Missile. Missile.
Okay, the Helo unit's all yours, Trigger. Lead the way and eliminate the enemy. Cyclops will take the rocket unit.
Missile.
Roger that.
Bursting back up, Everett!
Prepare to fire. They know we're here, so shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle will end.
Under attack! Understood. Commencing mission. Chopper is on its way to Stonehenge.
We're doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Enemy behind you. Take.
Target acquired.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Helo assault unit is down. If they had infiltrated Stonehenge, it would have been all over. Good work. Fox 2. Cyclops Squadron has eliminated the rocket unit. Keep it up.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Break now.
You've given my program a lot of the time it needs. Stonehenge will be ready to fire shortly.
Stand by. I'm picking up something on my radar. The signal is massive. It's the Arsenal bird.
I have visual. Arsenal bird confirmed. Here they come.
A swarm of UAVs is launching from the Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
Missile.
Closer the target, fewer the variables. How long till we can fire?
Firing at 60!
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction. Good to go.
Who's over the enemy?
Confirm voltage.
Holding stable. 30 seconds.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
15 seconds.
Brake control?
All three.
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown.
Missile.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Missile.
4, 3, 2.
Missile. Missile.
countdown. We've lost the target.
Going to shut down.
Come on. This stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
Those vehicles were Stonehenge's eyes. Without those, I'm sorry.
Missile.
Don't give up yet, Major. We still have sensors. Our eyes. The oldest sensors in the book. What are you scheming?
Missile.
They're too unreliable.
Missile.
Not bad.
That's something.
Missile.
Impossible. Mounting circuit. We can't do any more. Half the battery. We can't carry out our mission.
Come on, damn it!
Missile.
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Air up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
It's readying its APS.
I'm going. Propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Stonehenge came with honest to goodness range table? That's curious.
Central propeller.
Missile.
Guess they knew what they were doing.
Missile.
This whole operation is crazy.
Missile.
Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Broadcaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look grim. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
We can see the ocean flag from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up. Cyclops 4's been hit. Are you alright?
I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
We're almost out of time. The central propeller has been disabled. He's gasping for air now. She's losing lift.
Power level is at 80%. Confirm voltage.
Orbit stable.
Run out of time. Mission is a failure.
Strider 1 was shot down.
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Air up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Missile.
Wilco.
Missile.
Jaeger, you take the lead.
Missile.
It's readying its APS.
Missile. Missile.
I'm going. Propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest to goodness range tables? Or was it that curious?
They knew what they were doing.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird. Cooling system active.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Broadcaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look gray. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain. Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you all right?
Power level is at 80%. That's fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. She sold too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
Missile.
Power level is at 100%.
Lieutenant Park, Stonehenge, ready to shoot.
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Adjusting angle.
3, 2, 1. Fire! Hit, damn it!
Is it really over now?
Reporting mission success. Lehman, this victory belongs to you. That was a good lesson on the importance of manual control.
Today's MVPs are the LRSSG.
I'll say, especially those two lead birds. They're the Ocean Big Shots. We can win if we follow them. The Ocean Big Shots?
You mean the Ocean Big Shot?
Looks like we're on the offensive now. The enemy's defensive range dropped along with that arsenal bird.
That just means more pie for us.
Are we gonna eat the whole thing?
The brass is always hungry for more. They've got a bottomless appetite. But enough about that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
Yeah, we got our hands dirty for nothing. The guys were babbling about a three-line marking. We'll get to that, Morty.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams.
The mission succeeded, but at a great cost. This victory marks a strategic turning point. The enemy has only one arsenal bird left, and the defensive grid around the space elevator has been decimated. We can expect a counteroffensive by Osean forces everywhere.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is the land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Osean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Eusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put the resources and people into action, and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it will be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, We will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude and visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying in place. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle. The Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSFG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We got the boss. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down. Missile away, bon voyage.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Filter's lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully. The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing.
Strider 1, get coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Strider 1 crashed. Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSFG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We got the boss. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Strider 1, lock on target. Missile launched. Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Filter's lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
Enemy is locked on. Striking.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
This is a serious mission. So Wiseman gave Strider to account. The formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he didn't shoot my ear off.
No structures visible.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy got away.
Missile away. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Bunker buster away.
Missile.
Hit, but it was off the mark. Let's give him another.
The warhead should be exposed. Standard weaponry will suffice. Take your pick.
Missile hit. Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Locked on hostile.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target has been destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile.
Hit it again. We'll knock out one at a time.
Buy some time. Get some reinforcements here now.
Missile.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile.
The Skytrack's opening today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back up to company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass. We don't know when they'll launch. We'll be on time.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next?
Missile.
Trigger! Missile inbound!
Missile.
Strider 1 in coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Right on the money.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
Missile.
There's only one silo remaining.
Missile.
I'm like a rule that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit 'em. I thought you were a bird. But it's accomplished. I'm happy to have 'em.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
Missile.
Strider 1 in coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Missile.
Must have been a decoy. No fire or explosions on the ground.
Picking up! Ram is behind my target.
Missile.
Strider 1, evade that missile!
Predator fire. Locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy missile. Breaking! Strider 1 in coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Confirmed signature on our radar.
Hostile has a lot.
Warning, confirm another launch. Take it out.
Don't you sneak up.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
fire, but I can fly. They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming!
Breaking.
Fox 2. The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Enemy on your ass. Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy missile chasing me.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Breaking lock. Evading.
The target is about to reach critical altitude. The IRBM has disappeared from radar. It's pointless to follow after it now.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
They have me spiked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Breaking.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, you're taking fire.
Missile. Missile.
Breaking to escape lock.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Attack hits. Target is still alive.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming!
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
On my target's tail. Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Missile. Missile.
Breaking
Missile.
to escape lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile hit. The target will soon reach critical altitude. All of the missiles have been destroyed.
I was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us sweating up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erusea is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1 mile to tanker. Bank right. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 yards. You may approach the refueling tanker. 100. 50. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Aslan's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their rooms.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, before we win. Good luck.
Understood.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself.
Pull up.
The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Watch your speed.
Caution. Pull up.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. 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 Caution alert.
Strider 1, you've exceeded the altitude restriction. You most likely triggered the enemy's radar. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1, You have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Asmus 1. Our current ETA badge is yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly? We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men. Everyone here's already signed their wills. That ain't funny. Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck. Understood.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti.
Caution.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Watch your speed.
Caution. Pull up.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
Bandit. We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride. Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from? Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target. Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. I guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
Missile.
This is Master Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta move on time. Bates is free.
No jokes. Have we got any better?
Come on, dodge that missile.
That's a hit.
Strider 1, missile launched. Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies in the LZ.
That's the last of our anti-aircraft. They've all been taken out.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Dodged it. This fast was one. Landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. Space is ours for taking.
Call warning.
Wait the base, Commander. What are you waiting for? Enemy missile breaking.
Target in gun range.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozzy and Big Shots will take care of him for us.
Ammunition 0.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Missile.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. Retreating to the surprise attack.
Missile hit. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Locked on bandit.
Escaping rock. Breaking away. Box 2.
Emergency! Leave the enemy reinforcements! They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Missile away.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider squadron. Enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end. This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
One last enemy fighter. Target is in range of guns. Missile hit. Strider 1, locked on target.
That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last of them. We've achieved air superiority.
Locked on.
Call warning. Call warning.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Pull up.
Locked on bandit.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
That's it. If we take out those 2, we can force our way inside the facility.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay. Start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to finally send my boonies in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them.
Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! 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 Fire!
Come on, tear down that barricade.
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time.
Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Go to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 2 miles to the runway. Turn left. 1 mile to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly, so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Making it put the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, turn line is to the north. Head that way if you need to reach the pool. Good luck, everyone.
Dodge that missile. Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. Nah, it's real funny.
Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. They have a lock on you. Shake them. Breaking! Breaking!
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Locked on. Lights out.
We dodged it.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Strider 1, enemy on your tail.
This is Base 1 to Main Squadron. Buy us some time. We've got friendlies coming in.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Half the enemy's already down. That LR SSC's really something.
Fox 2.
Enemy has a lock.
Still in the fight. That was a fast response. Looks like the enemy understands how important this place is. Enemy firing!
Target shot down.
I've got a lock. Word up. Roger. The park will be secured. The ODSA shots clear the way.
I have a feeling.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
These guys just won't give up. They're after me. I need cover. Missile closing in on me. Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Mushin.
Roger.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
This fleet won't lose. We have experience on our side.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile. Missile.
Target is eliminated. Caution, enemy has a lock. Locked on. Go down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Not every day if you fight a naval battle above a city.
Star warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile launched. Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
Everyone's requesting backup. They'll take forever to get here.
Dropping down will only give them a chance.
Are you okay? Status report.
Enemy's got a lock.
Look at those aircraft giving the water service. If there are enemy fighters, the ship is as good as sunk.
We're deadlocked. Isn't there something we can do?
You know how many they've taken out? And you're back. Where's freeze drying?
Fox 2. Target eliminated. Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, bandit on your tail. Missile hit.
Target acquired.
Controls are down. Failing.
This is phase 2. Make contact with the enemy.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and you're victory.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Sanctuary Report victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into jerk bait. Planes are losing the enemy's hidden defense systems and still finding their target.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose?
David 3 Strikes is back. This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Pride, arrogance. Be careful. They can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat. Don't be afraid. We're the ones driving the enemy back, not the other way around.
What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next. 1, target acquired. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 Powerful AA defenses to the AO. Coordinates Tango 2 and 9.
Missile. Missile.
Missile incoming, break!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a lock.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemy block me! Breaking up!
Cyclops 4, missile!
Missile. Missile.
Bandit right behind you!
Missile.
Target acquired.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. Locked on. Lights out.
Target hit.
He dodged it.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner! This is Gold 3. Evading incoming missile.
Missile away. Strider 1, Bandit splashed.
Missile.
Locked on Bandit.
2 minutes remaining. Target is in machine gun range.
I'm on to 6.
Evading missile.
Target is hit. You did really well out there, which is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Say goodbye.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Target is down.
Friendly, we have to retreat!
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
1 minute remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on Bandit.
Missile away.
Enemy has entered ground. In pursuit.
Target acquired.
Dodge that missile.
Bandit my side.
30 seconds remaining.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Break.
Bandit on your 6.
I'm cornered.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? 'Cause I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right.
Locked on.
New bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. X.
I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at different levels. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile.
I've been spiked.
Missile.
Locked on, you're mine.
They got some flight and will have snailed down. They're after you, Strider 1.
Missile.
Good ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Survive is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out. You did well.
See you away.
Locked on. Lights out.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No, 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 no! Who are these guys? You dodged it.
Shaking bandit.
Strider 4, Fox 2. Locked on bandit.
Not bad. As good as the book says. Although that teamwork is somewhat lacking. Here's what you the pilots. Don't let yourselves be distracted by focusing on the leader. Missed.
Target is in machine gun range.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Target is hit.
Missile.
Hands on your tail. Keep the distance.
Wow, you sure he's human?
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
I see them still got a running pilot. Strider 4, missile. Shake it off.
Hostile has a lock. Target locked.
Missile. Missile.
What's this
Missile.
guy eating to fly like that?
Fox 2.
I'm hit!
Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on. Go down. Check that bandit behind you. It's a Cyclops 3. You've been hit. We gotta eject.
Locked on. Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, Shredder, real talk. We keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you can shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Missile. Missile.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cam, that's sweet. I never knew you cared.
Postal lock on you, Strider 1.
You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here. Wiseman, watch your tail.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6.
Shit.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. I've got
Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go, Count.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope.
Shaking Bandit.
Target acquired. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
You're holding your own out there.
Taking fire.
Missile hit.
Good job. All right.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD
Damn
is
it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Osean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osian army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Target acquired.
Captain Zero Squad, friendly hello in front. I'm a Patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true Patriot.
It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Osean. Do not attack before target identification is complete. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Strider 3 launching missile.
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were successful, Caster. They've opened up a path for us. More the merrier. We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. You guys have opened the trial for war. Lead our country even further into ruin. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Missile.
Your delusions of fighting this crowd is what got us into this mess.
Missile.
ID'd as Erusian military.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Stand tight now. Target acquired.
My engine vision. Where did that come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
We archived all the footage that we've shot. All the communication networks come back online.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. At least the radicals.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Signs of destroyed warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you, we got out of paying that toll.
This is AWACS Argus. Those who can hear us are our allies. Your new orders are to dispose of Eduard Labarth. The Osean Army officer with him is an imposter.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park.
Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia.
I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it.
The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian flight data center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI. To us, it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong?
We're heading towards Grunder Park. We're on the helicopter from there.
Of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Aircraft with scratches on your tail should be punished for your sins.
Icing up.
Breaking. Enemy has a lock.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Bandit acquired.
Fire on a target until it's ID'd. Don't let it happen again.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off.
Target's been wiped out.
You've entered the clouds.
Damn it, I'm hit.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Those guys shooting up there, aren't they both Oseans?
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are moving. It's the small Charlie Flux truck. That unknown must be an enemy. We're the only Osean forces in the area.
Not good. Even Trigger's firing on allies in these conditions. Aborting mission.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Target destroyed.
Thanks. We would have been toast.
Those guys shooting up there, aren't they both Oseans?
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
This is AWACS law.
I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're
about to cross Anchor Bridge. Should be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The General is speaking with the commander.
Ceasefire with the Osean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Ceasefire. The info just came through.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once. You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
Almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. From these docks. Watch out for the future we build from the high heavens.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Clifford's home.
Roger, enemy has a lock on you.
flying drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. In the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Uzi is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? If you run out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
Friend or foe, so be it!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Damn it! We're outnumbered. There were too many conservatives in the Air Force that hated the troops.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
I've got him in my crosshairs. Take out Eddie in autonomous mode.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Strider 1 is down.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
ID'd as Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
How'd you last, Longcaster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
Officers from countries annexed by Eurasia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Driver waiting. Don't worry. I'll let anybody through after you. Roger. Ceasefire for the next
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave them near to the others.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Missile inbound. Drinking.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Enemy vessel destroyed.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying
fight civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
How dare you want here? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it was close in big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Don't miss.
Keep careful.
Evading.
9. No good. Shit.
That only scratched me up. Continue with combat.
They're in my way.
They got me.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Target locked.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. We're cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses. Attack this!
To build something else entirely.
Later one, target eliminated.
Can't avoid the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Shoot it behind this.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones, head this way.
Stall warning.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Target locked.
Missile.
Got it. Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target is down.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile. 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 Stall warning.
Five bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Target locked.
Missile.
4 bandits left.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when? They don't have to obtain our diet.
Target eliminated. 3 bandits to go.
Missile.
Enemy on your back. Bandit has a lock.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Strider 1, Fox 2. 1 bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Osean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Osean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Osean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness." Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forvanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Got a positive ID.
Our air support is here. Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run. Fox 2.
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Strider 1, target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're under attack!
Strider 1, turn over, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. Either that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Damn, those Erusian bastards! It's a blatant war crime! Photos are evidence. We're taking heavy damage. If you see 3 strikes, count the 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back in. Give us another destroyed. The men say they want to reduce the children in the proper area.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. Supply ship at the munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Missile. Missile.
Don't pursue too deep.
Missile.
We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Missile.
UAV is down.
Missile.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now?
Missile.
Send in a tank!
Missile.
Allied retreat looks good.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something. Go with us. Can you see the enemy APC from there?
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
3-strike craft? High shit, ain't fair.
We're down to less than half our vehicles. This is looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. Watch it. The enemy has a lock on you.
Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Strider 1, missile launched. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, target destroyed. Target acquired.
Our only allies, the Erusian government forces. No mistake for the rebels.
Target's in machine gun range.
Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks. It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this right now.
Strider 1, Magnum. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back. I count 12 dead bodies. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belcom.
Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
ID complete.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Rendezvous? We don't even know where we are!
Destroyed.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you.
Missile.
Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon?
Missile.
Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence operation no return! These are unguided. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Scram 2, attack failed.
Missile. Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Missile.
Guns are coming. We're around past the point of no return. Release immediately target.
Missile.
Scram 2, detect enemy missile.
Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Scratch.
The bombers are clearing the island. We're running out of time.
Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
It's no use. The enemy pilots outclassed us. Don't aim. We're doing strategic bombing.
Target locked.
Grenade locked on.
Bandit has a lock.
Target is down.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
To the cloud.
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, target acquired. intercept those bombers.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, APC destroyed.
Missile.
Bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Missile.
I'm on my target's tail.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We failed. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Missile.
Contact superiors to do whatever they want. Good. We need help.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Strider 1, missile launched.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think we're trying to strike. Look at that. They're all lined up. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! Hell, they are not combatants. Some of them are combatants. I can guess what happened here. Really don't want to finish that. I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes.
Missile.
The men say they want to at least get the children in the proper area. Those Russian bastards. They're replacing war crimes. Take photos for evidence.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the Bash Driver. Supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Missile.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
We're moving out! Leave the cat behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Missile. Missile.
Don't pursue too deep.
Missile.
Just need flight time. Hold in the bay until operation feeding time.
Strider 1,
Missile.
I count 12 dead bodies here.
Keep them away from the Bash Driver.
The upper middle class. Great points nearby for the cooking researchers and their family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Missile.
Our guys even got the enemy's air support. What do we do now?
Missile.
Send in the tanks!
Missile.
Allied retreat looks good.
Missile. Pull up. Missile.
In gun range.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired. ID complete.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
On my target's tail.
Don't let anyone other than Erusian airspace units into the base.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop!
Destroyed. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Catch ya, pal.
Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! Good job! The artillery's firing from the on my hearing!
Continue the countdown. We're after the supply ship. Do the countdown!
There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance.
Thanks, but will we make it in time?
Missile.
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Grind. Keep them wounded. There's a guarantee of the one way ticket to hell.
supply ship.
Strider 1 destroyed target.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Missile.
Behind my target.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
The Erusian Cloud Force is still no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
Missile.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire!
Missile.
Roger. But what are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Locked on.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence Operation No Return! These are unguided. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Graham 7, Flux 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Missile. Missile.
Count's prophecy has come true.
Missile.
Take out all bombers.
Missile.
They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't.
Missile.
We're gonna drop them all.
Missile. Missile.
This fight with such skill and precision.
Missile.
Strider 2, Trigger 6.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Grand 8 locked on.
Target is in machine gun range.
Missile. Missile.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
Missile.
This is Graham 7. Attack
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Missile.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Missile.
Graham 8. I've been hit by a missile. We're outnumbered and we'll be surrounded.
Missile.
This is Graham 7, Flux 2.
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile away. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Intercept those bombers.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Graham 8. Hostile left lock.
Missile.
Graham 2, Flux 2. This is Graham 7. I'm behind my target.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Our bombers were destroyed. We're pulling back.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Missile.
Independent Special Security Squad
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile away.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Magnum.
Missile. Missile.
Our only allies is
Missile.
just elevated.
Missile. Missile.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the race. It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Locked on.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something.
Target acquired.
This is Echo 13. Two tanks left, but the line of fuels and low on ammo.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
Voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help those refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
So cute, sir. If he was taking this to the enemy's doorstep, not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strata 1, Magnum.
Missile.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Destroyed.
Why do you think that's wrong?
Missile.
Everyone knows it. No other reason.
That took care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable, cooling system on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I'm usually pretty good at playing tag, but
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
if we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it.
So they're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
These guys continue pursuit of the supply ship.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
If we're too close, we'll get caught up in the explosion.
Missile hit.
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They're faster than I expected.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
The Ocean pilots are chasing the supply ship hard.
I'm on its back.
That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
The supply ships. Stick close to trigger.
Fox 2. We're almost out of time.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Russian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But, what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back, If we head inland from here towards Aruja, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Arusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Aruja's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.